One more person I'd like to bring in. You know, he's a good friend of mine, and I love him to death. Little Raymond. Tell me about Little Raymond.
Little Raymond is the homeboy.
For the dime moves and the lokes, for the 6-4s on spokes, for the OGs that did a dime, came back around on parole, for the homegirls with the scrap game, little homies that gang bang, from Pelican Bay to YA, rearrange your mind frame. Yeah, I know what you've been through, shit you had to go tend to. Your mama gave birth on the turf. I
was the founder. I created Conan Pocket in my mother's garage.
I had a lot of, lifting weights, and I was on swole. They start calling me Big Miz.
Kev Mac videos, you know. Show, for sure. Kev Mac video, open your soul.
This is only the beginning.
I think it was me, Lil Raymond, Lil George, Lil Jeffrey Davis. Them was my running buddies at Dominguez. If they fight, I'm fighting. Somebody messed with me, they right there. But Lil Raymond was my buddy. He's still my buddy today, Lil Raymond, I got a lot of love for Lil Raymond. I got a lot of love for a lot of people, and I'm glad that they made it, out of that walk of life.
Yeah, he's going really great.
Yeah,
he got his master's.
Yeah, he did a couple of computers and stuff for me. So it's for everybody that made it. I'm super glad. I'm even happier for myself. And for the ones that lost their life, like I tell people, I don't look like what I've been through because I had to identify my brother-in-law Mike Loke body at the gas station. My brother around the corner from my house got killed. I had to go identify his body. My nephew CK Vale, well, they call him CK Vale, that got killed in the park. So it's nobody but God that I still say that's been with me to have to, get a knock on the door. I think your brother at the gas station dead, to have to identify him to, like I said, so many different people. It's hurtful, it's sad. And again, like I say, my heart go out to everybody that have lost somebody. I don't care where you from, whatever, like this, if people don't see, what gangbanging have done, this wasn't our intentions, but then of course when you start doing something, you don't know what's gonna happen anyway, But my homeboy 40 ounce, my mom sitting on the porch, and he walking down the street, and we walk, go off the porch to walk to the store, and guy pull up, point the gun out, and kill him right in front of my face, and I'm like, why is his eyes going in his head? They say he dying, and I'm like, you would think that I would be traumatized from all the deaths or whatever, but it's nobody but God. That's why when people say they don't believe in God, I can tell you it's a God. It's a God, because we here. We here today, and for some of the things that I've seen and been through, to have to go tell my mother my brother's dead around the corner, like, that's a terrible feeling. And to see my mother go through what she went through with, because after that, her health started going down. My mother always say it's nothing like losing a child. So that's why I'm so hard on it now. It's like y'all killing each other, but you not only hurting the person you kill, you hurting the kid, the mother, the parent. It's more people that come with that.
And they hurting themselves.
Yeah. And I know they say, we've been marching, but what we gonna do after we finish marching? That's the thing. What can we do after we finish marching? That's what I want to know. That's what we need to do. Figure out what's the plan. And then they say, well, yeah, we know when Ray Ray killed Pookie, you lose too. But Ray Ray need to quit killing Pookie. Because for real, because you hurting Pookie kids or whatever. And then I don't understand, again, for these people that made it out, why y'all ain't coming back to help? I can't do it by myself. It takes a village. Well, like, I don't understand it. I mean, I don't understand it, so all I can do is continue to pray.
So what are you doing right now for the community?
So, 9 years ago, God gave me this vision to come back and help, and I started Sylvia Nunn. I sit there and I'm like, okay, a name. So Sylvia I started Sylvia Nunn Angels. The name Sylvia, the letters in it, Sylvia stands for Stop Youth Living Violence in America. The Nun stands for Need Unity, Need It Now. And the Angels is against negative gang environment, living straight. I know it's long, but I came back. God gave me that vision. I came back and I said, we got to come back and do something, you know. So I started, you know, for me, experience is the best teacher. You know, you have a lot of people, white, black, that say, we gang experts. But can you drop and roll? Because our kids know how to do that on the daily. You know, it's like a game. So you're not a gang expert. You can't read a book on gang banging. You cannot read a book on gang banging. If you ain't experienced it, experience is the best. If you ain't experienced it, it's like a psychiatrist. If I go there and say I'm crazy because I hear voices, the first thing I want to know, were you ever crazy? If he say no, I say, you can't tell me shit about what I hear in my head then. If you was crazy and got yourself together, then it's a different thing. But experience is always the best teacher, you know. So I came back and I started Sylvia Nunn Angels, where I still... You know, I talk to youth. People always say, Cent, you ain't gonna never be able to stop the violence. Well, if I thought like you, I probably wouldn't. But I'm gonna continue moving because I serve somebody higher than you, you know. So I come back, you know, we do the anything pertaining to the youth, backpack giveaways, toy, Easter basket, Christmas, you know, Dr. Dre pays for my snow every year. He pays for my toys. He bought the van to take the kids on trips. Also, Bone do a whole lot, you know, for me or whatever.
Master P?
No, Bones.
Oh.
Yeah, Bones. So I came back, and in the process of trying to help the youth, we became a youth center / community resource and referral, where I'm trying to get my boxing ring, my studio, you know, stuff that the kids keep asking me for, you know, so they don't have to hang on the street because there's nothing to do. So when you don't have nothing to do, then you have time to say, oh, look at her walking down the street, let's go snatch that purse. But if instead of you back here and you in that boxing ring, or you lifting weights, or, you know, you in the studio, you know, for me, and I speak for myself, Tupac was the hardest rapper to me. So I think everything he was going through with, he experienced it through music. I mean, you know, he talked about it through music. So when a lot of the kids are going through something, then they can get in that studio and, you know, let it, you know, get it off, you know. So I came back. We do free food giveaways every Saturday. And through the weekdays, I sit a table outside for people to come get food, try to help you find jobs. We try to help people find housing. You know, any way we can be of help, you know, we try to do it. And a couple of years ago, I was having meetings with triple OGs on, you know, you guys, let's come to the table and see how we can, you know, stop this violence, you know, stop this feud with neighborhoods that you grew up with that was right next door to you or whatever, you know. So that's what I'm doing now, and that's what I'm going to continue to do, you know.
Well, you know, I've been on the phone with you and witnessed some of your activism because we on the phone literally. You tell me, Melly, I got to go to Centennial with these girls.
Right.
You know, so I know what you do.
Right.
And I'm happy that you were able to reposition yourself and become the person you are today.
Right.
And I would like to say right now here on Kev Mac Videos, I'm endorsing Queen Cynthia Nunn for the mayor of Compton.
No way. I mean, I love my city, you know, and I love everybody. Anywhere I can be of some help, you know, that's where I want to be. You know, if I can talk to somebody or whatever. I think trying to be in another position would take away from what God got me at. I think this is I believe this is my journey, my calling. You know, so this is what I'm gonna stick with. And God has been extremely good to me. Like I say, it's celebrities that have been here, or I've dealt with different celebrities, but I always say we the real celebrities because we doing it from the heart, you know. So I mean, if any way, any kind of help I can be to anybody. I don't care, you know, I have people from out of town hit me up, calling me or whatever. Like, you know, I always tell people, if you got a family, if you got kids, live your life. Because this going to be here forever. And it ain't what it used to be. You know, I don't care from all around the world. This is not what it used to be. This stuff is watered down now.
Very.
You know, it's watered down. So, and people are not telling the truth. And then you got the fake trying to claim what the real done did. And you got people taking credit for what other people have done, you know. Like, for me, for some of these guys that want to claim these neighborhoods that's celebrities, send money to the people that really made it happen, you know, or whatever, you know, or come back and put something in these communities for these babies out here.
Well, you got a lot of celebrities on your wall. You want to name off a few?
So I'm up here with Chris Brown, Anthony Anderson, what's the name, Drake, Waka Flocka, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, what's her name? Karuchi, Malaysia, T.I., Jamie Foxx, Mary, DJ Quick, Matt Barnes, Master P, Lorenz Tate, Russell Simmons, Dove C, Snoop Dogg. Just
think if we got all them people to write you a check,
man, it would be.
And they capable of doing it.
Yeah.
This would settle a lot of problems right
it
here.
would stop a lot because I would be able to own the building. That's what I want to do. Own the building and take it up higher. My boxing ring, my studio. The different things that I can do that the youth are asking me for, and then not only here because what people don't realize, a lot of stuff is territorial, and this is what a lot of them failing to realize is if it's something over here, somebody might feel like because I'm few, I can't go over there or whatever, this is the safe zone for me. And I tell anybody that I've asked for respect from my homeboys, from other people. You might come in here and see somebody that shot your sister, cousin, or whatever. If you that upset, then just leave, So I had a couple of homeboys, your son's always up here, they're my homeboys or whatever. They're my dogs right there. But I've had, some everybody come up in here, and it's been good. It's been good, so. Great. It's a good thing for me. It's a good thing for me, But it really is. It's a good thing for me.
Well, I want to say you're doing a great job.
I appreciate it.
I would appreciate if people that might watch this look more into your organization and help you out financially. You're one of the ones that been consistent and got a big name. And no smut following your organization or your reputation.
Thank you, and I hope your movie deal come out so I can be at least in a cameo or something. Because you have a great channel, and my apology for taking so long because I know you came, but
it was fire though, right?
Yeah, and I know this might be one of many that we do because there's so many pictures and there's so little time, but you have a great channel for all the people out there that watch, and it's an opportunity for everybody and anybody, that has a mindset right. Some people don't think like, but if you got your mindset right and your head on your shoulders, and for all them our other organization of men that's teaching these young boys, teach them the right way, not blood, not cuz, not power. Just teach them to be young men, where they can't take that to a football field, tell the coach all cuz, all blood or whatever, Teach them to be men,
The last thing that I'm going to say is this. We kind of touched on this yesterday. Some of us, we get in position to have organizations and we get the money, we get the funding, and we start popping, but we still got one foot in the street.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is, we may be helping the community and getting people on a professional level or getting them through college, but the streets have proven to you, me, Melly, and everybody else that a person could be a star athlete, but the streets, the gang is more powerful and will pull you away from that.
Yes.
So you got to be careful with your TT youngsters because they see that. And they'll be more drawn to the streets than the professional. And
you were so right. Got a homeboy that gave up being in the NBA for the streets, and I don't. That's something that I don't understand. I don't get. That's true. That is so true. I just like if you out there and you got scholarships or you got a chance to be somebody, go be the best you can be because you can come back and help somebody else. That person might be watching you. They might not never tell you I'm watching you, but if they see you doing something, then they might come and try to do it. And for all the people out there with that peer pressure, I feel like you no longer want to gangbang. You don't have to gangbang. Just go to somebody, talk to somebody. Hear somebody. Let somebody know how you feel, like this is not what I want to do because we know it's a lot of them out there, know, everybody ain't got that heart. You know, you see some niggas is like dying not shaking when they got a gun. You know, you know they really don't want to do something. You know, and that peer pressure is. You know, I've seen it. I think with us. The way we grew up, our parents was, because I never smoked in my life. Cigarettes, weed, nothing, don't drink and nothing. I probably drink this much cooler and be drunk, you know. And that comes from me hearing the guys at my house talking about how they getting these girls drunk, you know, to get the draws or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to be one of them, you know. So, but it's you know, we know a lot of stuff is peer pressure, you know, and peer pressure can be something else. But my thing is, there's somebody out there that can help somebody, and I'm always here. I know Melly Mel, I know Kev Mac, and there's a whole lot of more of us out there, you know. I mean, I hope a lot of you brothers open up to want to help these young men, and I'm here for ladies, and there's other people out here too, you know. It's other organizations and people, and I'm for a lot of these celebrities, you know. If you don't have to come back and help. You don't have to help me, but help somebody, you know, whoever.
Last time I checked, no 401k or profit sharing, and none of that come with gangbangers.
Nothing.
So when you get old, and you're going to get old,
nothing.
So you got to be thinking
I
about
hope
that.
you get old.
Yeah, because they dying so young now, you know. But you on a gangbanging, you got 3 choices: death, jail, like I said, paralyzed. You know, just it's not, and it's definitely not what it used to be. You know, this not what it should have been. You know, and I think it for all the on both sides, the guys that fought for so hard to keep this stuff like this, it's a slap in their face. You know, a slap in their face. So.
Well, once again, Kev Mac video, Professor Melly Mel, we with Cynthia Nunn, the Queen of Compton.
Peace.
And we out of here.
All right. Wall mirror where we had the Crips, the Hispanics, and the Pirus. We gotta redo the wall because it started peeling, but this is way more names that's supposed to go up here than this.
Wow.
This is a recipes wall mirror where the soldiers from the street passed away by some kind of night.
Cool. And I'm happy to be here with Cynthia Nunn right here, standing in the memorial wall. Professor Melly Mel, Kev Mac, with KM Videos is king. That content.